Hey everyone, Nick from Nick's Crossing here. Welcome back to another Monday live session here in the train room. And sorry guys, having some technical difficulties. Of course, can't have a live stream without technical difficulties. YouTube just notified me on my phone right here and also on the computer. We are live on the internet. And for everyone out there, be careful. There's a lot of weird and bad storms out there. So be careful. I saw there's lots of flooding on Facebook. So be careful to you guys out there, and prayers are with you guys because there are some weird and huge, nasty storm cycle systems moving through our area here. So as of right now, it's getting pretty bright out, so it's going to storm soonish. Plugging the tablet charger up. There we go. Sweet. I've had this tablet on, guys. Just let you know, the cheap on tablet that I picked up from Walmart. I've had it on since Friday night, and it's at 57%, and I've been using it a lot. So, what a great piece of gear right here. Got the cheap on tablet right here on the looks like the cockpit to run our trains here. Got the mount right there. Got lots of comments in here, guys. Mr. Shades, what's up? You're first. Life with Roscoe. Good evening to you, Mr. Shades. Thanks for stopping in. What's up, Ed Iceberg, Trains and Toys? Hello, hello. What's up, Bill? Got the blue wrench. Thanks for stopping in. What's up, Logan? How's it going? Fashionably late. Yeah. So I'll tell you guys what happened in a minute here. Let's get through these comments. Thunder in the background. What's up, Gus? How's it going? And Jerry, I think we got everybody in here. And Brian Cahill. What's up, guys? So a little bit of a crew in here. Got 16 people. Old Ohio. I'm sure people will fall in, and I really appreciate it, guys. We have the original setup tonight. We do not have the phone, so we're tethered to the computer. But it is nice and cold up here. I've got this little AC unit down here doing the Lord's work in here, keeping it nice and cold, and it's able to cool off like half the attic. It's really weird. It's just so hot today. The roof above my head. This is the roof of the house. It just bakes all day. But this thing here, she's doing pretty good. Got to check the water after the stream. Hey, Roscoe, thank you so much. RC Cola Fund. Dude, thank you so much. I'm all out. This is from the other day. I'm all out of RC. But thank you so much, my friend. That means a lot. I really do appreciate it. That means that put a smile on my face. I love RC Cola, guys. Those were RC Cherry, I think. So those are really good, actually. RC Cherry is good with some adult beverages mixed in there. And RC Cola is actually one of my favorite drinks to mix to make a rum and Coke, except without the Coke. It's just RC. RC Cherry rocks. There you go. But yeah, man, thanks, brother. Thanks, man. That really means a lot. So good news, guys. So my merch store is up on the channel, and my hoodie came in, but it is like really, really small. So I was going to wear it tonight because it's a little chilly up here. I could bear wearing a hoodie for an hour and a half, but it is just uncomfortably small. So I'm going to have to order another hoodie. I'll probably give that one to Nikki. It might be too small for her as well. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But we'll have to see. Got some more comments in here. Don, what's up? Just saw you stopping in. Greg T. Fan of trains. Hello, hello. Cole's Trains. How's it going? Saw you at York, but I was in a rush. Hope to see you at the next one. Yeah, that'd be great. I run into so many people. And I was talking to one of my buddies today. One of my good friends, one of my music producer buddies. That actually helped me. It's him on guitar on my theme song on the channel that I've used in videos and such. And I was talking to him about the importance of going to train shows and seeing you guys face to face, talking with my fans and friends of the channel, as I call you guys. And it always means a lot to me. And sometimes I'm in a rush. I do apologize because sometimes at the show I want to get through as much as I can as well. But yeah, it's always nice catching up with you guys at York. But I do apologize. Sometimes I'm like, I can't really talk right now. I'll talk to you guys later because, as you guys are too, I'm also on the hunt for the goodies of the train show. And I've I don't think I've missed out on anything. I wouldn't say I've missed out on something because I had to talk to a fan of the channel, but it's yeah, it was always that anticipation of finding something really cool. But I love talking with you guys. You guys are the channel. You guys make Nick's Crossing, the channel. So thank you guys so much. And like I said, I always have a good time at train shows. After I get through that first preliminary walkthrough of York, I kind of mellow out a little bit, and it's like, okay, I've seen everything. I can relax a little bit. I'm not in the, not going to be in hyperdrive trying to get to all the buildings and all that. So I'm sure you guys know exactly how that is. If you've been to York, York is extremely overwhelming. York's in, God, I just got the paperwork in the mail. Sunday or Saturday? The paperwork came in for early registration for York. Now, my favorite thing about the fall show is that I only pay for the show. I already have my membership. So that's $50 less for this show. But yeah, let's see. When is Kutztown? Is that this weekend? Please let me know if it's this weekend. I would love to go up there. Even though I'm train poor right now. The 19th. Okay. We'll see what we can do. I have to get up to a Kutztown show. And anyone in Pennsylvania, even in Maryland, Northern Maryland, Baltimore area, I would highly recommend to go to a Kutztown show. It is the best free show I've ever been to. And it's 2 outdoor, 100-yard long pavilions. They got to be at least 100 yards. And they're just full of everything, trains. It's not like a junk show. It's not antiques and just junk and tchotchke stuff. It's trains, real trains. So it is the best show ever that's free. You just parking's free, and then the market's free to walk through, and they have food, and that's where you can find your antiques inside that market there. But outside, it's all trains, and I would say it's 90%. Well, no, I would say it's about 60% O scale. And then the rest has been a mix and match of between S, standard gauge, and a lot of HO, but mostly O scale. And there's a lot of pre and post war collectors, and there's a lot of familiar faces that go to all the other shows around. So you're not just getting the stuff that, has people try to flip or whatever. You're getting stuff from, collections and people that sell at all the other shows and all that. It's pretty cool. Leesport. That's a little bit of a distance, but I'll definitely look at Kutztown. What's up, Mark? How's it going? Uncle Salty evening party people. What's up? D&H Heritage Unit snuck by here during the last. Oh, that's sweet. What's up, Doctor? How's it going? Doing all right. Trying to stay out of this rain. What's up, Peter? I just saw your comment. Let's see. Someone else mentioned the NS unit. I have not seen them. So I'll be honest with you guys. I'm working in the Baltimore area now for work. And Norfolk Southern's Bayview Yard is right next to our tracks. They actually share our main line to get into their yard. I haven't seen anything too exciting of not vintage. I've seen lots of vintage diesels. I haven't seen any heritage units yet. I have seen our Crayola units, which are really cool. They're wrapped. One's blue and one's yellow. I've seen them the past, 3 or 4 days at work, zooming by at a crazy speed. And then also I've seen the newer Arcellas in testing, still testing. I have no idea what's going on with those. That's not my department. The railroad's a very big place. I have a lot of fans and friends ask me about what stuff is or when's this going to be. I honestly, guys, I build track. So it's totally different. It's separate. It's like a hand, you have your mechanical department, which deals with cars and locomotives, interior. Then you got buildings and bridges. They do a separate thing. Then you have engineering department that I'm in. So we build track only. And then there's, your mechanics that go out there and do stuff. I have one of my best friends at the railroad's mechanic. And then also, can't forget the Pinky right here. They make it all happen. our transportation crew that are on your trains, conducting, operating, and then our dispatchers, and then the hand is the railroad itself. And you can throw managers in there and all that stuff. They're company people. So the other crafts, you can call them union crafts, all under the umbrella of the railroad. So it's pretty cool. But honestly, guys, I've had people ask me about the cellas, and I've just seen them sitting there. I don't have any new insider information that you rail fans want to hear. So, Uncle Salty, great question, man. That's yes, we do actually. I witnessed my first thermite weld. I'm gonna sound like such a noob. I witnessed my first thermite weld 4 weeks ago, and it was pretty cool, actually. It wasn't as exciting as I was hoping it to be. They have the crucible, they set it up with the putty, and then they grind it to match, and they get the spacer and all that in there. And they set up this crucible, and it gets super bright. I mean, it was hot and sunny. It was like the desert, and we were up in on the Keystone near Thorndale, and there's a weld they had to do, and the welder foreman's like, hey, I need some help if you guys want to walk over and see the weld. I had a briefing, so I was able to go on the out of service track and watch it happen. It was pretty cool. It was amazing how quick it is. It's about, the whole process is like an hour, and then it has to cool, and then they have to test it using, what do you call that? Basically an ultrasound, portable ultrasound, to make sure the weld is tight. And it's like magic. They throw a little sparkler in the crucible. It goes like a metallic fountain of death. Because you're not supposed to breathe in the smoke. You're not supposed to be around it when it's lighting up, and it pours out the little slag, and then they hit it, and then it's good to go. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, a lot of railroads usually thermite weld at night, but this was an emergency repair to get the track opened up. So it's not something you normally see during the daytime, especially the railroad I work for. Usually welding's done at night when it's cooler, and they can take a track out of service. It's not going to disrupt the whole system. But the track we were working on was already out. It was an outage for the new track, and it was just a finish up weld. So it was a lot of fun. But yeah, thanks for asking that. If you guys have any real railroad questions that I can answer from the track side, I would be more than ecstatic to answer that. There's my buddy Dathan. There he is. What's up, brother? I was just talking about you and your fellow mechanics, man. You guys saved the day. You guys are great. And got some other comments in here. Favorite heritage unit? Oh man. Oh, let me drink to that. Oh man, my favorite heritage unit is probably our Pepsi can at work. The old, I guess it would be phase 3 or 4 scheme. I love that scheme. It's very patriotic. I just love the way it looks. Favorite CSX heritage scheme. I haven't seen any CSX heritage units yet. The B&O looks pretty snazzy. There's been a couple others. The D&H unit looks really nice, but I don't really hunt for modern freight stuff. Oh, someone wrote a comment. What's up, Mark? The new Alco is an Alco RS3 or Alco? It's an RS11. Yeah, that's my new ride on the layout here. We try. Oh man, yeah. If the parts are in, right? You got to have those parts. Oh man. Same type of welding can make you go blind. Yeah, you have to look away, and you're not supposed to breathe the smoke. It's very dangerous. You just let it do its thing. You back away and make sure you got your protective gear on, and it's dangerous. But railroading is a very dangerous career, profession, craft. But it's what I signed up for. I love it, guys. I absolutely love working on the railroad. 3-week order time. Woo! What's up, Jim? How's it going? But yeah, guys. So Basically, tonight I wanted to run the new RS11 once we get settled in here. The Storm, I feel like I'm doing the meme from Pulp Fiction. Like guy looking at his watch and like looking around. It was supposed to hit here a while ago. It's just been sunny outside and doing whatever. But yeah, what's up, DT Shortline? I didn't see in there. I don't know if I mentioned it before. Saw a comment. But yeah, guys, it's been cool. Working in the Baltimore area on 4-track territory is a little bit of a change for me. I've been on 2-track my whole railroad career. But yeah, I've seen lots of cool stuff on the railroad. I saw my first Siemens Charger, which is the newer diesels. I have not seen an Amtrak one. I saw a Mark train. They sound pretty cool. They have like a low rumble to them, similar to like a GE. I used to be kind of salty towards the I'll be honest with you guys. I was really salty towards the Chargers because I just like, I don't know, man. They're a little too European looking for me. I like stuff to, I don't know. I'm an American railroad fanatic, and seeing the Chargers looks a little too European in my taste. But I'll be honest with you, actually seeing one in person, they're pretty cool. Mark has at least one or two of them. I think they have at least two. It's pretty cool. Weather is all east of us. Lancaster's getting grounded, pounded. Yeah. Went very little rain. I saw what Carlisle or whatever, it's getting like flooded out right now. So just be careful, guys. It's getting dark in Hamburg. So yeah, it's already going out east. Oh God. The Lionel Volume 2. Oh man. I hate doing videos complaining about how expensive this stuff is, but it just gets so easy to complain about. I'm sorry. It just gets easier and easier. But like I said, guys, oh man. Both Chargers died. They're not very reliable locomotives. I'm saying the cosmetic look of them, I'm not a huge hater anymore after seeing one in person and hearing one actually run. It's kind of cool. It's got like a very low rumble. But yeah, I'm not surprised they're not very efficient engine, or they're not the most reliable engines from what I've heard. So, but that just makes us look really bad. I hate hearing like trains getting stuck and stuff. We're trying to promote rail travel, and it really, it really makes me upset when I hear about our trains dying. It's not right. Track move from, oh God. Yeah, be careful out there, man. That's gonna be rough. Heard of Mark yet? Maryland area rail commuter. They operate between Perryville and Washington D.C. So it kind of takes a load off of Amtrak a little bit, and I believe Amtrak pilots Mark, so it's no longer Mark by itself. We pilot the Mark trains too. So in the old days, if you got on a Mark train, it would be a Maryland Transit employee. That's a union railroad, all this stuff. And now I don't know if Maryland's just doing it to save money. Of course, they're going to save money because they don't have to pay the union wage for engineers and conductors. But the Mark trains are piloted by Amtrak, which is really interesting. But it does make sense. So before I worked for the railroad, I actually applied for a job at the Maryland MTA, so Maryland Transit Authority, on the light rail side, which is their rail network. It goes from Hunt Valley, Maryland, all the way down to the airport down in Baltimore, and or BWI Airport. It goes to the stadium and everything, so you can take the light rail to the stadiums. And the light rail, they don't even call it engineer. I think it's light rail operator. Like, they totally tried to avoid any term saying engineer, which I thought was very interesting. But the operator had to have a CDL Class A, along with an air brake endorsement and also have some other endorsement. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. It's a locomotive. It's totally different than a truck. And I was talking to one of my family friends, my parents, and they said uh, they want you to be interchangeable. So you go from the light rail service to like operating a bus to operating like the metro under the underground in Baltimore City. Like that's very interesting. So they totally got out of like the railroading aspect of transit, which is very interesting because SEPTA is like total opposite. Like everything SEPTA is like railroad, and then you have the bus side. So it's just a different perspective. I thought it was just interesting. Weather is east. I already read that one. Let's see. I missed some comments down here. What's up, Jeff? How's it going? Remember back in 2000 watching the rail train drop. Yeah, I haven't worked on the rail train. It's one of those. They travel a lot. They're all over the place. I want more Cargill. DT, what's up? Hi, Nick. I have a 9-volt. Oh, if a 9-volt works better than a BCR, is a charger bad in the engine? Oh, that's a great question. So you have to use a rechargeable 9-volt. Make sure it's rechargeable. Do not put a normal 9-volt in your Protosound engine. You'll destroy it. It's got to be a rechargeable battery. If it works, it works. Do what is best for you. With this engine, I have to let it warm up for a little bit, let the BCR charge up. But yeah, if you're using a 9-volt in your Proto 1 engines and the 5-volt, the 5-volt locomotives also utilize a 9-volt style rechargeable. Make sure it's rechargeable. It can be an aftermarket. It doesn't have to be the green battery from MTH. You can go get like an Energizer rechargeable battery. So just make sure you guys do that. What railroad do you run for fun for a model? I do Norfolk Southern. Okay, so mostly I run Pennsylvania Railroad. I'm a vintage diesel and steam fanatic, so I like a lot of the stuff Pennsylvania had. Pennsylvania Railroad had pretty much almost every diesel ever made for their railroad, plus some experimental stuff, which is really cool. And then with the PRR, you also get into electrics. So like the DD1s, I love the look of those things. B1 box cabs, there's a bunch of B box cabs, GG1, there's another thing before the G, a couple other prototypes. So it's just a weird collection of pretty much every diesel ever made. Like they had Alco out the wazoo, like RS11s, RS3s, all that stuff. But I honestly run all my local railroads. So I run Western Maryland, Pennsylvania, Western Maryland, B&O, Chessie, Reading. I've got some Erie stuff thrown in there, CNO, and who else? Oh, C&J. I also have some Conrail stuff, Penn Central, of course. I've got Amtrak too. Can't forget them. And what else on the Caboose rack? Oh, New York Central. I've got a very small New York Central collection. I just don't know enough about them to be a New York Central fanatic, but I do appreciate their vast history. So, I can't forget the Maryland and Pennsylvania Railroad too. That is a collection I hope to expand as I find pieces here and there because MAPA stuff is super hard to find. And I've got 81, 82, it's either 83 and 84, all those 4 switchers. And I've got the slug or the calf, the yard slug or yard calf. It's a calf unit. I'm sorry. It's not a slug. It's a calf. And I've got 2 bobber cabooses. One's the Lionel one that was way overpriced. And then I also have the Rail Sounds boxcar, the Vision Line boxcar that came out. And the Doodlebug. Can't forget the Doodlebug. That's a cool piece too. What's up, Chooch's Trains? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, it's the Lionel catalog, guys, is almost like a meme in itself because it's so crazy expensive. And I don't hate Lionel. I just get upset some of the things they put out there and that they do because for what you're paying, it better be perfect. I'm not saying every railroad company is perfect, but there's if you're paying that kind of money for something, it better be perfect, or they better take it back for an exchange or parts, or servicing, not parts. I'm sorry. Take it back for servicing. Baltimore and Annapolis. There you go. Oh, yeah. So let's see. A couple things, guys. I will be this week. I'm going to try to research a couple videos or do some research for a video. I'm sorry. I'd like to try to do some sounds or something for one of my pieces, and I've been trying to contemplate between doing the sounds for the baggage car or my Jordan spreader, which is on the layout. Now, I found a video of a Jordan spreader working, which is this here. Let me grab it really quick. So this is the Jordan spreader, and I got this for like a crazy, amazing price. And this right here is basically a ballast regulator. These arms come out, and they kind of get stuck in place. It's got these hooks that hold it open, and you get different positions. You get like way open like this, or you can lift this metal part up and have it in just a little bit. But this is an MTH piece that I really enjoy. I think it's a really cool MOW piece. I'd like to weather it and do some more detail, like doing some like metal, paint some metal shavings on, or metallic paint the blade to look like it's scuffed up, and then do a dirt cover because this was made for pushing ballast around, and it's just a cool piece. So I found a video of a Jordan spreader working, and it was actually on the Canadian Pacific Railroad. It's on YouTube, and I heard what this thing actually sounds like, and it sounds like hydraulics and like hydraulic cylinders and constant compression, or a compressor going off, a gas compressor. So I plan to incorporate those sounds in this unit right here, and I've got tons of room to do it. I've got everything in this little box up here in the housing. I've got room for a speaker potentially underneath if I have to. So I thought about putting in some sounds to this, but my absolute favorite thing to do with this would be to put in actuators so that these fins, if I push a button, could actually rotate out to adjust the blades on here. And nothing too crazy. I don't think I'd want to go out like any further than that, just because I don't want it to get stuck open or something to happen to it. But I thought that would be kind of cool. I already have pickup rollers on here. And also these have, at least the video I found, had a horn, because this goes on the front of the locomotive as a plow. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to add a horn to this, and then add the compression sounds, the cylinder, the hydraulic moving, all that stuff, and do some detailed paintwork. So I'm either between that right now, or doing a sounds baggage car, which I've been talking about now for like 2 months. But I wanted to get this RS11 running first before continuing any more projects up here. There's also another potential project I'd like to work on about fixing smoke units, because the Decapod, I'd like to get that running before a major train show that's coming up that the club I run with now will be there. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'd like to get the Decapod running, along with getting some weathered hoppers hooked up, and then adding loads to my hoppers, because I've got, I think, like 50 or 60 coal hoppers without loads in them. So those are kind of my plans for this week. I'm kind of going to take it easy. I do have to post something because the channel is like falling down the steps, but because I haven't been home to post stuff, and the video views are very low right now. I did post the video on this RS11, so that's kind of my plan for this week, and just kind of take it easy, fixing some items up here, and getting that all set up. But anyways, let's get this this ugly duckling locomotive running. So here she is right here. I'm going to get some lights on her. I was working on the track because I had some issues with connectivity, and let's get some lights on here. Rotary snowplow, wedges. Nice. Yes, they do. They use Jordan spreaders for a little bit of everything between snow and ballast and all kinds of stuff. All right, let's get the real lights on up here so you guys can take a look at this engine. Where is it? Orm. There we go. So, guys, I weathered this diesel, and she is looking pretty dirty. And I did some rust on there because I was looking up pictures of RS11s out in the real world, and they are, like, disgusting. There's, like, this crud all over the front, like right in this wedge here. And then there was rust coming out of the vent here, dripping down. So I tried to mimic that to the best of my ability. This is also my first diesel I've ever weathered. It came out really well compared to what it could have been. And this is also all watercolors on here. So if I really don't like this, I can honestly take like a rag or, you know, a cloth or something with some water and actually wash this engine down. But I did everything, even the roof here. I did some detail work on the roof hatch for some rust. And then these looks like some type of like cooling unit on the roof, a little bit of rust up there. So that is my my new ultra detailed toy. And these are toy trains, in my opinion. So, yeah, and the only thing I wish I could have done better where the fill up is here for the diesel, I wish I could find like a black, like oil looking paint to make it look like it has like overspill like that. You know, guys, if you've been around diesel or fuel, how it stains everything and diesel kind of sticks to like absolutely everything. I'd love to have that look right here, just like a line of it dripping down, like someone overfilled it and it dripped out. So here's the other side, just so you guys, so I can prove to you guys I did weather both sides. And then here's the other side. So pretty close on each side. And what I did first was I actually did like this brown detailing on the roof and then did all the rust. Just a little bit of a dab of paint. Then I use a brush without any paint on it, and I spread the rust out, give it some streaking, and then all on these hatches here, just a little bit of rust. And then basically on the roof, same thing over here. And you can see there's a little bit of rust, a little too much rust right on the roof, but you can actually use your nail and peel it off if you really want to. But yeah, she is a dirty Alco. And like I said, all the pictures I found, guys, of these Alcos are just trashed. Like same with the RS3s, or what's the other one I can't think of? It's the 6-axle. It's pretty much this model right here, or it's like an RS3, but it has 6-axle trucks instead of the 4-axle. So I think it's like an RD4 or something. But those all look extremely dirty. Hey, thank you guys so much. Try it. High gloss, clear to simulate overfill. That sounds great. RSD4. Yeah, there we go. Gaming store. Sweet. I'll have to check them out. But yeah, this engine sounds like every other Alco that MTH has ever made. And they were running it with some Weaver hoppers here. And for some reason, the diesel likes to go this way. It does not want to go the other way. And I had some connectivity issues. And let's get her to run here. So, heavy smokers. What's up, Hunter? Yeah, I turn the volume down here. Unfortunately, this locomotive does not have a smoke unit, and I tried to look for the wires on the stacker board to throw in a smoke unit. I just could not access them. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just leave her we'll leave her like this. I think this engine's perfect as she is. And it's a Rail King. Oops, going the wrong way. I have her going the absolute wrong way here. Here we go. You get that foghorn. Yeah, she does not like that switch. What's up, Glenn? How's it going from Arizona? Welcome to the channel. Let's get the Caboose hooked up here. I have to actually fix some of the weathering on these cars. Like, I didn't do the rust overspray for the trucks yet. So I wanted to do is just do a light dirt over some of these hoppers, and then later on hand paint the trucks with the rust. So kind of my plan for that. And then with this car here, I have to do the couplers still. I wanted to do the couplers all in rust or like a grimy color. So let's go in reverse here. So Jeff, it looks like someone dropped it. One of the wheels is actually dented and the roller is stuck. So I'm thinking if I loosen up that roller or just replace, I'll probably end up just replacing the roller assembly because I think it's not picking up electric. Of course, I found this out once I'm painting the locomotive. So you'll see it kind of sputter. No, she did good there. That worked. But yeah, I like to fix the roller on there. We have parts. Yeah, I can hear the roller. It's stuck. But it looks like someone dropped her. And it's a hard hit too. It actually put a dent in the wheel. Let me move this Caboose. This is another potential weathering project right here. Yeah, now it's running pretty good. What's up, Train Man? How's it going? Oh, lightning alert. So the storm is about 10 miles out. Happy buying Pennsylvania items. Hey, they look great weathered. I mean, look at that thing going down the track. The most freight cars on this layout, probably about 25, I think. 25 was like the absolute max on here. Just eating dinner. What's for dinner? Doing great, man. Hey, thanks, Glenn. It was a lot of fun. I really do enjoy painting these engines up and everything. The only thing is I haven't done like any box cars. And here we go. It's just a dirty Alco coming down the track. Chick-fil-A, hey, there you go. You know, I just realized the other thing that could be messing up my locomotive is could be the wheel set. Could have some paint overspray on them, so I can clean them off with like just a scuff or something. I'll let the wheels run. Just use like a piece of like really light scuffing or like Scotch Brite, like the blue Scotch Brite, and that will probably help bring up the connectivity on the wheels. Dairy Queen, hey, buffalo chicken sounds great. No, I actually ate at the Bell of Tacos for dinner. The cars are all scale, but they're all different sizes. Because we have some like 2-bay, well, it's 4-bay and 3-bay hoppers, but they're all Weaver full scale. I've got a lot. I've got a lot of hoppers. I have a whole container of just hoppers, and then most likely for the show at the museum that will be in a couple weeks, I will be bringing all of my hoppers to run like a giant coal train. And I'll probably run with the Decapod. So I should probably get busy on definitely fixing the Decapod. And then I also have to start weathering some cars. And then I need to add some weight to these. You can see they're a little tipsy. This is a metal car. That's an Atlas. This is a metal Atlas car. And then this is another Weaver, but that has weights in it. Oh, yeah, coal drag. I could probably do about 40, maybe like 40 some hoppers, all Pensy. But I could throw some Western Maryland in there, and that'd be fun too. Burgers in the slow cooker. Sounds good. Like semi-scale look good, and you can run more of them. Yeah, these hoppers, they're fairly inexpensive because they're Weaver. Other than these two guys are like way expensive because they're the Atlas cars. But I think I picked them up for like $25 a piece for those Atlas cars. But when you buy them brand new, they are a fortune. Poor man's. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Where is... Let's see. See if she's going to stutter over the switch here. Got her going 10. Nope, we're good. I think just running this engine is breaking it in a little bit. So maybe the paint has worn off. The other thing to try would be running it in forward. Don't remember if I watched your video. No smoke unit. Unfortunately, no smoke unit, but thank you so much. Yeah, it's the only downside with this engine. It does not have a smoke unit. And I'm slightly upset that it doesn't smoke because everything else is just great. I mean, even the horn. Yeah, guys, we're good. Look at that. So, really quick, let's run it the opposite way. Run in reverse really quick. Yeah, it's running great. Let's see. I'm going to... Whoops. Let's see. I think the coupler's stuck. Alcos have to smoke. I agree with that. There it goes. There's probably paint stuck in the coupler, which is, oh, I see. It's a spring, which is fine. I'm going to run this in reverse. Yeah, I think I need to do that or fix the spring on the inside of it. Yeah, this one's working right, so just have to break in a little bit. That's the only thing about weathering that I hate. Paint gets in places that it doesn't belong, but we'll be able to fix it. All right, let's hook this up. Let's get her going forward. Yes, this definitely needs to be weathered. This guy right here. Yes. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Fireworks. Let's see how she does over the switch here. All right, we're good. Hey, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad it's running as intended, which is very nice. We got the signals changing and everything too, so we know something's coming. Got our stop indication there. There we go. But yeah, that boxcar is definitely going to get weathered. I plan on bringing a lot of early steam stuff. Definitely the K4 is going to the train show. Streamline K4 is definitely going. I'm probably going to have about 4 or 5 totes. The black one. I have a PP&L, Pennsylvania Power and Light one. I think I have the all black hopper of that as well. It's just somewhere in the collection up here because I've got a ton of hoppers. Yeah, long. I hated running that. Oh man, a lot of complaints. Oh my god. There she is. So yeah, guys, she is running great. This front coupler, if I slam it, let's see. Oh, worse, I could probably just. Let me try something really quick. It could be the solenoid inside the coupler. But honestly, guys, I'm going to run this long hood forward for now. But yeah, it looks like it could be a Fersen solenoid. But this engine, man, those lights are really warm. This has all incandescent lights just cooking. I've got tons of couplers up here. I'll probably replace it. It could be stuck. It is what it is. It took a little bit for it to open up, and I bet you opening it up probably forced the solenoid. But I'll put a new coupler on there. Not a big deal. But anyways, guys, that's this unit right here I've been working on. And then you guys haven't seen this steam engine in a while. Actually, just throw... Oh, I'll set her down over here. Let's see. Yeah, locomotive is actually quite warm. So the lights, I'll do an LED upgrade in that because that is a very warm engine. But really quick, guys, I've been working on a steam engine that I had a lot of issues with recently. And I found out the tack wire for the speed control was actually touching the shell, causing a huge short and having the engine jump around. So that's never good. So I ended up fixing that, and that is this right here. I'm going to get that thrown on the track. All right, give me 1 second here, guys. All right. Got to run steam on a Monday. So this beautiful girl right here is probably one of my favorite steam engines in the collection. And this is the G5 that I've had. This was a nightmare from trains. And the best part about it is that the work's not done on it yet because I was bench testing it and running it in conventional mode. And what happened was the rear markers potentially have burned out. So I have to redo those. And then also the front plow is not sitting all the way down. But yeah, I had this at the Timonium show, guys, and it blew up. Everything's fine. I like to do some touch-up weathering because a lot of the weathering stuff has worn off just from me messing with it. So like the cylinder here, the wheels have to be coated again. I just did a very light coating of everything, but I'll run through it again. But the coolest part about it was that this engine caused a lot of issues with people because I put all green lights for the markers up here and then the markers on the lower front plow. I did all green, and I had people message me on emails and all kinds of stuff. And basically, they're like, the bottom would be red on the sides and yellow on the front. I'm like, well, I don't have lenses for that. So what I did was I just bit the bullet and put in yellow markers for the lower plow lights. So let's get this fired up. And you can see right there, our markers are on. I don't want to go any higher than the voltage on here because it thinks it's in conventional mode right now. So whatever voltage I apply to the track is going to go to my markers. You guys can see I'm dimming and all that. And I don't want that. And now we're good. Now we're at Protosound power level. So this engine, let's see. So we now have yellow markers on the front. So my issue with this engine is now that I've got everything fixed up front, other than the plow, which I might just leave for right now. The rear marker lights here are supposed to be red, and they're wired in parallel with the rear light, and it no longer wants to light up. Other than when I put the engine in reverse, we do get the rear backup light right here. You can see it on my hand. But the rear markers have been burnt out. So I'd like to do a video on how I do my marker lights as well, and a repair video. So this one, I'm probably just going to leave it as is, and I'll probably just do that in a different video or something, or a quick video on how I do my marker lights for Protosound engines. But the yellow looks pretty snazzy up front. We do need some smoke fluid in here. This is one of the best, the absolute best smokers in the collection. So we'll go with, let's see, Cider House? Yeah, Cider House smells good. Let's do that. I'm going to put a lot of fluid down the good old stack here. But this engine, guys, has been open probably about 50 times this week. So I'm kind of done messing with it. Yeah, this engine runs pretty nicely. The screws are like, some of them are just down to the bare essentials. Finally got some steam running. Yes, definitely fan. Especially when you slow it down. You increase the labor. Hold on 1 second. I'll get it in reverse here. Oh, Glenn, the layout's an 8x12. We still have this whole other... I'll get you guys over to the station side. Oh, it's smoking so good. There you go. That's the smoker we like. Eight by 8. Hey, any layout is better than no layout, to be honest with you. My first layout growing up, guys, was like I think it was a 6x12 or 6x13, because my dad put these extra sides on it so the trains couldn't fall off, and we had to have a couple inches on each side of the 031 so the trains wouldn't hit it going around the curves. Oh yeah, this is probably one of my favorite smokers. If it's between this and the K4, that are like the absolute best smokers. And we're using Cider House tonight. I'm going to mix up some blue spruce, mix that in there. There we go. Got some blue spruce and Cider House mixed in there. Smells great. Hey guys, we're going to stream until about 9 o'clock, and only because I have to wake up early for work. This has been a lot of fun, guys. I do miss doing these live streams, and you guys, are always here for me for the live streams, and it does mean a lot. 4x8, 4x10, HO. Definitely a smoker, yeah. Yeah, basically, guys, until the train shows up in August, I'm going to be working on mostly engine projects and upgrades for the train show. I want to get some really cool ideas cooking and displayed for the train show, so we have some cool stuff to test on the club layout. But I'm going to have to weather a lot of stuff. I like to get the decapod weathered and ready and running right. The smoke unit's dead. And then what else? I like to get my passenger train all situated, my Long Island set that I run, that I'll probably be running with this G5 at the show. Get that all weathered up. So that's 2 projects right there. And then there's a couple other things I have to get together. The hoppers. I want the hopper train to be all weathered and looking nice and grimy. Yeah, there's a lot to do up here. Yeah, the shows are great. I enjoy the social aspect of it, and literally running trains in front of the trains that they are. Like at the museum, they have a G5, they have a K4, they have a GG1. So it's pretty cool to be running a small representation of what's at the museum in real life. It's really cool. And the smoke is smelling great up here. The orange caboose, I'm not sure where it's from. I think, I'm not sure where the orange caboose is from. Bring the 611 amongst rail trains. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, isn't it? I'm hoping we can all do a group train ride on one of the Strasbourg trains in the evening. Because I know the museum isn't open that late during the week. But that'd be a lot of fun. Train club riding trains. Be awesome. Four p.m. All right. Do a dinner too. That'd be awesome. The orange caboose. Hey, I'm not sure I picked that up, honestly. Hey guys, I absolutely love that whistle on there. And also for the show, it'd be great to have my CNJ Camelback running as well, with some Reading cars thrown in there, and that would just be the coolest. But I've got so much Pennsylvania stuff. I'll have to decide on what to run. Yeah, the whistle is... Oh, hold up. You got to hear the crossing sound. So anyone that's new to MTH, the Protosound 2 3-volt and then the new Protosound 3 engines have a playable whistle feature that plays the crossing sounds automatically. So here's the crossing sound. Let's get closer up to the microphone here. Hey, Peter, have a good night. Thank you so much for stopping in. All right, here we go. Here's the crossing signal sound. Sweet. Lionel had an orange caboose in the last Conrail. You said it's Conrail and 8s. I also call this engine. It has the Ghostbusters power down, or the startup sounds like Ghostbusters with the oh god, the plasma ray. Here we go. Here we go. It's like the dynamo sound. Hey, Trey, man, thank you so much for stopping in. Have a great night. What's up, Corey? How's it going? And Jeff, I believe you should be a moderator now if you're still here. So you should have a blue wrench. Just adding a couple more mods here. Let's see. Thanks for tonight. Stay safe. Hey, Scott, thank you so much for stopping in. Have a good night as well. Yes. Oh, dude, I forgot, guys. So 4th of July is upon us, and we always do the Caboose Parade, which I know Life with Roscoe asked earlier about it. It totally went over my head. I'm not worthy. There you go, blue wrench. Sweet. I haven't caught this in a while. No worries. You get you guys back to the desk. So every year I've done a Caboose Parade, but wow, that's a high-end shot. Oops. Get this lower. There we go. So guys, every year I do a Caboose Parade, and I usually do a live stream for that. But this week, because of the way 4th of July is and everything, I'm probably just going to do a Caboose Parade video, and I'll just say it won't be as extensive as usual. I'll probably just do like my Pensy cabooses and then a miscellaneous caboose run. So we'll do like a caboose video. So I totally forgot about that. That'd be awesome to do. But yes, guys, thank you so much for reminding me. Happy 4th of July. I'm also off on 4th of July, which is really cool because I've worked on 4th of July on the railroad, and it sucks because everyone just wants to go home and be with their families. But this year we have off, which is great. And it's only so tomorrow's the 1st. So the 4th of July, I believe, is on Friday this year. So I could do a Caboose Parade in the morning, but I'd rather just do a video of like every Caboose Parade for 4th of July. So we can do that this year, and every year just make it a tradition to do a Caboose video, because I've added, oh God, I don't even know how many cabooses I have. I got a lot of cabooses up here. I probably have about maybe like almost 100 now, something like that. At least 60. Let's just say that. Because I bought a B&O caboose recently, and then another B&O caboose. I've got my 2 Reading cabooses. I've got a B&O caboose sitting downstairs. I just bought this caboose the other day. What else? I've got the orange one on our train right now. I've got the Buy War Bonds caboose. I've got 2 of the wood-sided Pensies. I think I got another caboose sitting now. I got the CNJ, another Pensy sitting on the shelf right here. Then behind you is a Reading, and then another a caboose. They're just everywhere. Dude, I love the cabooses. They're just something about them. There's just something cool. And each one's a little different. Like we talked about last week during the live stream, it's like, simple as this caboose says Pennsylvania, and it's got a darkened keystone right there, and then this one just says PRR. But it's the same caboose. It's just different. So yeah, just stuff like that. As a collector, as a caboose official caboose hoarder, I take pride in my hoarding cabooses. So it is what it is, right? What's up, ELW Trains? How's it going? Collect them also. Yeah, it's fun. I have, God, there's shoot, I have trying to think of where it's at. I have cabooses in boxes that I haven't even opened back up from the train show. And I bet you if I ran all the cabooses I have, all the Pensies would probably almost go around the layout. ones. So yeah, we could do that. I'll do that this week too. Caboose collection video, and we'll do that. So but yeah, I'm just gonna hop off here in a few minutes. At 9 o'clock, it's what, 8:50. So that will be 9 o'clock mark, be my bedtime, because I gotta wake up early as heck to get to work tomorrow. But yeah, thank you guys all for stopping in and everything, and it's been great hanging out with you guys. We learned that the RS11 runs great. It's sitting behind me, right there behind me on the shelf. We learned that MTH couplers can break. We also learned that the G5 runs, and the G5 is one of my favorite steam engines. It just looks goofy, and I love Atlantics too. Between G5s and Atlantics, they're like my absolute favorite. Red Caboose Hotel. Red Caboose actually sells some O-gauge pieces, but they're like retail. It's like top of the line retail. I'm like, no. Like to have a wagon top. Yeah, they're nice. Hey, Brian Rock, thank you so much for stopping in. Have a great night. Great rest of your week. Caboose Motel on the layout. You know, they are Pensy. Everything, I think it. Caboose Motel, I think 90% of their cabooses are N5Cs? Yeah, N5Cs, or what's this guy right here? This is another recent pickup for cabooses. N5G style cabooses. I think a lot of them are N5s, just N5s. But yeah, just looking at my my caboose shelf to my right, there's just tons of cabooses. So, but yeah, that's just how it is. What's up, Peter? How's it going? But yeah, so we'll be doing that video this week. Then I've got to do a repair video on the Decapod, and then also I'll group in the G5. So we'll just do a steam overhaul video, and maybe we could. I can't double head them because I could double head them. The G5 has a scale coupler on the front, but the Decapod has a O-gauge coupler on the front. So we could test out the engines and run them as a double header as a joke. So we might do that. So the 2 videos, because I want to get these engines fixed. The Decapod is working great. I like to weather it again with the air spray, and then also I like to fix the smoke unit fan is either blown or it's not pushing out any smoke at all. So it's probably frozen on the inside. So it's something I got to work on. I've got to gut it open, and it should be pretty easy because it's stock. I haven't really messed with that engine a whole lot other than the tether. The Decapod does not have a tether. So I hardwired the engine. So it'd be one giant piece. But it's got a long haul tender, so it's ridiculous. But it works. It runs great. So I just need to fix that smoke unit. Bring the T1. Yeah, bring all the Pensy stuff, man. I think that's my goal. Just bring all my Pensy engines, sit them out on the table. Be great. But so Bill commented about the Caboose Motel. So when the Strasbourg HO layout was at the museum 3 years ago now, 2 years ago, they brought their Caboose Motel. It's pretty cool. They do a great job. And those guys are really cool to talk to over at the Strasbourg Railroad or Strasbourg Model Railroad. They do a really cool job. It's pretty interesting because they use like headsets and stuff, but they're trying to keep tabs on the timetable and run everything as it would be. So it is pretty interesting. I give them credit for that. And they're really nice guys to talk to. They always have a lot of fun. And it's always a lot of stuff going on, especially when they're running in the Cherry Crest at that switch right there. at the runaround track. They do that as well, and it just looks really cool. So it is a nice layout, and it's modular. I mean, HO, I'm not a huge HO fan. I appreciate all trains. I always tell everybody this. I love all model trains. I think they're awesome, but I'm not an HO runner. It's just not for me. And I do appreciate the HO layouts that I've seen, especially like Timonium stuff. Those layouts are just incredible. They just do a crazy awesome job. I'm also slightly jealous of HO because you guys in HO have a lot more options for engines, especially like smaller engines, and O scale. There's only a handful of everything compared to HO. There's like so many more companies and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty cool. The Greenbrier, I think it's cool. The big old Greenbrier, I think it's pretty interesting. I would like to see it run. I just hope it stays local enough so I can see it and film it. But I guess they're going to put it on the main line down south. Can't wait to see what that's going to be like, because that engine hasn't ran in like 30 years or something. It's pretty wild. HO inspires. Yeah, that's the best way I would say it too. I thought about getting rid of all this stuff at one point and just going to HO, but I'm so invested in this, and I really like the toy aspect of O scale. Excuse me, along with the model aspect. I think it's a lot of fun. Penn Central in black. You could just paint. Oh man, just get like a cheap cheap MTH Caboose and just paint it black, and get the mating worm logo and put that on the side. Get some barcode. There's a couple companies out there that do decals. It'd be cool. Would be really cool. I like HO, but not my thing as far as modeling. Yeah, same here. But I really do. I think they're they're cool to see. And like I said, trains are trains. Like I don't run S gauge, but I really appreciate S gauge. I think is such a interesting scale choice. And a lot of S gauge guys are currently doing like dead rail stuff, and also they're doing a lot of DCC with S gauge, which I think is really cool. I've seen like if Roscoe's in here, he has shown me models at train shows from like what's American Models or whatever, and they are like, holy crap, so much detail. I'm like, I didn't know S gauge was that detail oriented, and I didn't realize like they have like expensive S gauge, because when I was growing up, everything was just Flyer, and Flyer was cool to see, but it wasn't as detailed. But then on American Models, I'm like, oh my god, this it's a gorgeous piece. Like he had I think someone showed me a picture of it. It was Dreyfus Hudson, and I was like, holy crap, this thing, it looked like it was alive. It was pretty amazing. American Flyer S gauge set last week. Haven't looked at it yet. The reliability of O. And I will say, originally, guys, I've taken my approach of O scale has gone 180, because originally I was very analog, conventional heavy, and now it's like I like the electronic side because you can play around with stuff. But I will say the reliability of O scale and the availability of parts has helped. And also talking with guys like, especially Bill would know this, we have guys up at where we run trains at Williams Grove and stuff, that one of the guys there is like a what's the best way I can he likes tinkering with engines, and there are things I've never even thought about doing to engines to help them or prolong the life of them or add details. And it's cool to talk to people in O scale that are comfortable at making their own parts and all that stuff, or retrofitting parts. And I think that is just so cool with O scale. It's big enough you can. I used to say O scale is big enough you can touch a tool to an engine or a car and not worry about like destroying it entirely. So I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's always great talking to guys about that stuff. And yeah, he's like a mad scientist with trains, with the mechanical side. Definitely a mad scientist when it comes to mechanical, and like it's awesome talking to him. Always, I feel like my brain's on fire of just sparking up ideas every time I talk with him. He's a really cool dude. So, but yeah, it's 9 o'clock, guys. I got to sign off of here. I highly apologize. I have to wake up the crack of midnight essentially for work. But I really appreciate you guys stopping in. It really means a lot. If you haven't yet, check out my last video of the RS11 troubleshooting MTH electric trains, Protosound 2. We went through this engine and some of the things that your engine might do at home, and indicates that you need a new battery or BCR. So it's just a helpful type of, helpful video. And you also get to see this RS11 before I destroyed it with weathering. So you get to see it all shiny and plasticky. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Happy 4th to everyone. Have a very safe 4th of July. 4th of July is a very dangerous time of year because of people on the road. You got the fireworks and all that, but I love 4th of July. I love, I think everyone likes playing with fire here and there. So yeah, be careful out there, guys, and be careful on the road. If you're traveling, be safe. If you're with family, enjoy them. Have a very blessed and safe 4th of July. God bless America. I love the 4th of July. So that's all I got to say about that. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for stopping in. Have a great rest of your week. The week's almost over. Got the holiday coming up. Check out the channel for more videos. Check out the merch store. It should be on my channel page for the Teespring shop. Get yourself some t-shirts there. My t-shirt should be here any day now. So I'll be wearing that during live streams, of course. But anyways, guys, happy railroading. We'll see you next time. Be safe. Have a good one, guys. See ya.